you go, guys. I am just gonna build this kit. I'm not gonna paint it so that I can show it off at the show this weekend up in Charlotte. So we already shot a video that shows you what's in the box. I'm just gonna do a quick build up here and we'll take a look at it when it's all done. All right, it is done. I just got done putting this together. It's been drying for a little bit, and I thought I would let you take a look at it. Nice kit. I have to tell you, Jeff Yeager did a wonderful job with this sculpt, this pose, this dynamic interpretation of the Frazetta painting. Now, if you look at the Frazetta painting, it's pretty much, you see the torso of Dracula and you see the back of the Wolfman with his claws up. You don't see a lot of what Jeff has done to bring this figure to life. I mean, he's transformed this picture, this two-dimensional picture, into a wonderful three-dimensional figure, and it won't disappoint you. I can tell you that. It's a beautiful, beautiful sculpt. It's a beautiful pose. Now, we're going to take a look at it a little closer. I'll zoom in on a few things and tell you what I encountered when I was building it. Okay, as good as this kit looks, it has some challenges. You're going to need to use some putty because you can see there are plenty of seams that will need to be filled in on the neck, the shoulders, around the edges of the head. You're going to want to blend all those into the texture of the figure. And if you want to see a little bit about how I do that, take a look at the video I shot a few weeks ago about building conga, because I address how to fill seams and recreate textures in that video. Okay, now we're taking a look at the Dracula figure, and you can see where the seam around his head is, and it's kind of raised because that's part of the molding process. You can't do a plastic kit and get the plastic to pop out of the mold without some sort of raised edge. So this is what I really, really like about the model. Look at that face. I mean, it really captures the dynamics of the figure. Here's a close-up of the Wolfman's face. And that, I mean, that's the strong point of this entire model, is the wonderful likenesses, the wonderful faces of these creatures. Just briefly, let's talk a little bit about painting. I would recommend that you build this in sections and paint it in sections and put it all together at the end. The torso is probably best done in two parts. Do the legs and the bodies of each figure separately, and perhaps leave the head off of Dracula and do that separately. Because when you put the two figures together, they're kind of difficult to position when you have to wrap this hand around the Wolfman's hand, which is around the throat of Dracula. So it gets to be a little tricky. So build it in segments. The artwork on the box is pretty representative of Frazetta's original painting. These pictures are from the Frazetta Girls website, where they sell prints of the artwork. You'll notice that the figures in Frank Frazetta's painting are almost monochromatic. There's not a lot of color, except maybe a little blood on the Wolfman's arm and a little bit of a hint of browns and greens on the fur of the beast, and a little bit of a yellow tint maybe to Dracula's face. Otherwise, it's a very dark painting. So there you have it. I did this as a fast build just so I would have it for the show this weekend. I'm very, very satisfied with this model. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful figure. I think the pose is extremely dynamic, and I think it really captures the essence of the Frazetta painting. As far as model building goes, the kit parts were well molded. They did not have any flash. The kit fit together well. My one criticism of it is the seams, that it's not a tight fitting kit. There are some seams. I don't think it's quite as well engineered as Conga was, which we built earlier this year. But don't let that dissuade you, because there's nothing on this kit that a little bit of your two-part putty will take care of. And believe me, you use it on every other figure. If you've ever built an Aurora figure kit, you'd probably use this stuff on that. So the kit's been out of stock on the CultTVman website for a couple of weeks because it's sold like wildfire. We had a lot of pre-orders and we ordered a lot of extra kits above and beyond it. There were more people that wanted the kit than I was aware of. More of these coming next week. We should have enough to cover everybody that's on the waiting list. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. I will see you this weekend in Charlotte and in 2 weeks up in Raleigh. Take care.